Okay, greetings everyone. I want to go over how to go work on an archive from the Family Search website. Once you log in, this should be your beginning screen. So you have to have a username and password and log into your account, and it usually brings something like this up front. Yours might be a little different because you have probably other family members. So I want you to go and click on search right up here. I want you to go where it says records. Click on that. And this screen is going to be populated. And I want you to scroll down. Let's see here. And when you scroll down, I want you to look at where it says browse all collections right here. And I want you to type in Puerto Rico. Now you're going to see multiple options. We want to scroll down to where it says civil registration 1805 to 2001. This one right here. Okay, when you click on that, this is the screen that will populate. You're going to notice right here a tab for you to browse all the 4 million images. When you click on that, you're not going to see 4 million. You're going to see multiple towns. So I want you to click on that. When you click on that, you're going to see all the towns that are indexed. I want you to click on Guayama because that's where we're going to focus on first. So click on Guayama, then it's going to take you to different categories. We're focusing on starting off on the nacimientos, which is over here, and we're going to do the 1906 to 1916. Eventually, we'll trend back, but these are the easier ones because they're easier to read, and it's a good place to start. Once you get used to it, we'll go and try the more challenging ones. So click on this one where it says Nacimientos 1906 through 1916. Click on that. Once you do that, you're going to be taken to this screen. This is the very first image right here. Image 1 of 3,135. So there are 3,135 images. Not all of them are different. Some of them are repeats. So we're going to have to, as a group, go over every one of them. Okay? So we're going to split this up so not everyone has to do 3,000. You might do 300 and then there's 10 of us. We each do 300. There you go. Boom. We've knocked out the whole 3,000. All right. So I want you to be familiar with these little icons on the side. The plus one obviously is to zoom in. So there you go. You want to make the document bigger. And then the negative obviously zooms out. And then when you click on, so what did I do? Let me go back. So this icon over here is to show multiple images. Click on it. All right, you might want to shrink that a little bit and you can see all the different images, right? So we're going to look up one random one and we're going to dissect it. All right, so let's go to this one. All right, so we clicked on image 18 of 3,135, and I want you to get used to notating where the image is within the index because we want people to be able to go back and find what we found so people can replicate what we've done. All right, so here's the actual image, and you're going to notice there's some information on the bottom. There's the image index, so it tells you the name of the person, tells you their sex, date of birth, because this is the nacimiento, which is the birth date or the records which record the birth records or birth registration. It tells you the father's name and the mother's name. Of note, sometimes you will either get the father or the mother named. All right, now this is too small for me. I can't see this, so we're gonna zoom in. So there we go. We zoom in, and then you could drag it. So you can see the name. Sometimes it's not fully in there, and that's why it's good to refer over here. I also want to point out this icon over here, or this tab. When you click on it, it gives you the information. So if you ever want to cite this particular file, you click on citation and you highlight this, or you could press copy and then you could put it in your bibliography. Okay. For our purposes, we're gonna cite the whole book. So because we're gonna put and I will take care of that. You don't have to worry about that. But I want you to look at the information. So this is from Guayama. It tells you what time. A las 9 de la mañana, 9 in the morning, del día 27 de enero. So the 27th of January. So this person was born on the 19th, and this was recorded on the 27th, which is kind of early because a lot of people would wait a couple of months even. So this is the person who's recording it, the secretary of the municipality, and it goes into the details. Now, I want you to get used to looking at who the person, the compareció. That is important because sometimes that could be the father or that could be the mother, and they will refer to that later. So we go down, and then one thing we need to look at. Oh, look at here. I'm glad we saw this. This is a blanco, color blanco. This is the first thing you need to look at. First thing. So if this is a blanco, we're not using that. Okay, we're looking for mestizos because this is going to be a mestizo archive. So go to the next one. All right, and we look here and we look for, is this a mestizo? Oh, yes, it is. Okay, good. And this is actually a good example because you will notice here on the side where it says fallecido, someone actually went back, and when they found out that this person passed away, they came back to the record and they stamped when the person died. So we want to record that. So the person died, it looks like December 8th of 1986. Okay, they were born November 30th, 1906. Okay, this is a male. This is his name over here. This is his father. And sometimes this is misspelled, so be very careful. Okay, and then the mother's name. I don't know what this is about, so I just ignore that. So they tell you their race right here. That's what we're focusing on. So that's the first thing you need to look at. If it's mestizo, good. This is one we're going to record. So you look at the name of the person. You look at their parents' name, which we have down here. And you want to confirm that when you look at the record, you could see the spelling. So over here, notice it says Bermudez. Bermudez is wrong. It's Bermudez. See? So they got it wrong. So you see, it's B-E-R-M, not B-E-R-E-E-R-M-U-D-E-Z. That's correct. That's incorrect. This is the correct spelling, Bermudez. Okay? And then it tells you that they're mestizo, that's one, and that this is a hijo natural. Hijo natural means they were born out of wedlock. They'll either say hijo natural or hijo legítimo or ilegítimo. I'm sorry, ilegítimo means illegitimate, which also means out of wedlock. So it says this is a son, a natural son of the declarant. So the father was the one who recorded this. And then it says also of the compareciente Vicenta Vega. So that's the mother right here, which is also recorded here. And it's recorded here also. Natural y vecina de Guayama, de 22 años de edad. So she's 22. She lives in Guayama. She works domestically. And this is ambos como su hijo verdadero para que queda. Okay, it's just making a declaration. Let's see if it says y los abuelos paternos. That's what you need to look. Abuelos paternos. So this is the grandparent. Manuel Bermudez is the grandfather. Natural y vecina de Guayama does not list the paternal grandmother. So that you will leave out. So what I do is I put a P for paternal, and then I put a 2 colon marks, and I record the name, and then I record the mother, and I put an and icon next to it, then I put the grandmother's name. If the grandmother's not listed, I put semicolons, and then I put in a M, and then I list the maternal grandparents, which is Rufino Vega and Juana Melendez. Okay, and you just record them onto the thing, and I'll show you later. It's not that difficult. And that's an entry. So then what I do is I click and download it and put it in a file to save for later. And all I ask is for you guys to email those downloads so I could put them all together in a place. Because unfortunately, sometimes this URL over here changes. So it might not work a couple of months from now, and I've experienced that. So we want to document the URL, but we also want to realize that it might change. So that's why we save the document. So in case it does change, we don't lose it forever, or not able to find it, or if something happens, we have a copy of it and we could refer to it later. So I also would want you to copy and paste the URL. Just click on it, and you could do copy, and then you paste it into the Excel spreadsheet, which I'll show you later. But I just want you all to get used to looking at the Family Search website.